Personally, I love the read, but sometimes I find myself skimming through the pages with no idea of what I just read. Now, imagine that fantasy novel is a college textbook, and suddenly retaining information can become impossible. Whether you need to remember what you've read for a test or to participate in a class discussion, one of the most effective reading strategies is Frances Pleasant Robinson's SQ3R Method. Survey, question, read, recite, and review. Survey. Before you dig into any assignment, do a quick inspection of the material. What's the title? Who's the author? How long's the assignment? Surveying your reading helps you prepare for how much time you may need to spend or what to expect. Question. Once you've surveyed the material, ask yourself a few questions to prime your brain to read more actively. What do I already know about this subject? What did my professor tell me I need to pay attention to? These are 2 questions that can start you thinking about your reading assignment before the reading even begins. Read. It's usually best to read with a pen or pencil in your hand so you can make notes about what you're reading, write down any questions you have, or just mark down anything unusual. In some cases, you may need to reread difficult passages. You'll need to take your time on this part. Unfortunately, there's no shortcut for reading an assignment thoroughly. Recite. Reciting can be done by talking through what you just read or writing a brief summary of the material. It can keep you from reading passively and not retaining anything you just read. Review. The chances are slim that you can read something once and recall every detail, but this is where your reading notes come in handy. Instead of rereading the entire assignment, you can review the notes you took, the vocabulary you marked, and summaries you wrote. You may spend the most time on this step, but it will pay off. You'll remember and understand what you've read. Try these tips out on your next assignment to start retaining the info as if it might be, well, a TikTok storyline.